Hello guys, what is going on? Canman and Zen here, and we are making a video on the aftermath of the Kalphite King event that we hosted a couple of days ago. So and hopefully you guys are watching it. As I said, we are making it, and yeah, isn't that right, Zen?
Yep.
Cool. Many wise words said from Zen right there, but let's carry on. So this event consisted of 6 main phases, I guess you could say. The first was the least hour of total deaths, and these these phases have had different criteria, and whoever won these phases got a point for their team. So the first phase was least total deaths. Now in this phase, the deaths of anyone within the team would be counted, including the guys who came. So any of you guys who did come would know what happened there. And I don't quite remember the score there. Would you be so kind as to inform me, Zenavilius?
Well, that's a tricky one, my friend, because at the end of the 5th hour, all the scores were pretty accurate. But
First hour, man. First
5th hour. 5th hour.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the first phase, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, you want the 1st hour scoreline?
Yes.
Okay. The 1st hour scoreline. Well, in the 1st hour, Ken got 1 point and -1 point, so that balanced out to 0. 1 special point and -1 general points, and I got 0 in both, so it was basically even.
Nice. So I won the main challenge, but then I got a general death. So yeah, it was even at the end of the first phase. The second phase, though, it was a bit of a fun type thing where we would see the Kalphite King's drops, and the team with the least number of shark drops won that round. So
Won the special part of that. Yeah.
Won the special, won that part of the round.
Yep. And that was Can, because he only got 1, I got 4.
Yeah. I was quite lucky.
But I'm not complaining because I got a main hand and an offhand Drygor in that round, and Can only got 1 main hand. So yeah.
So many points were accumulated in that section.
Yep.
Now
The 3rd one was very hard, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quite hard.
But fun as well.
So the 3rd one was most team kills. Now me and my general, as well as Zen and his general, had to use the opposite style to the Kalphite King. So you know how there's a RS triangle or whatever. Mage is weak to, melee is weak to mage, etc. Well, we had to use the style that the Kalphite King is attacking with is strong to. So range, we would have to use mage. Melee, we would have to use range. And range, we would have to... Wait, I've already said that. And range, we would have to use melee. So thanks to Drew for that suggestion, but that was the most grindy part of it. And it was not fun at all because we would not see any hits. And it made me want to cry personally.
But thankfully, somehow, I'm not sure how, but somehow we got a ton of kills, and it was not as well, the margin was quite close, I think. I got roughly 22 and he got 18, so that was pretty close.
Man, that was thrashed.
Well, it could have been much worse, seeing as I don't know, you had less people, I think. So
I'm not sure, to be honest. It was pretty even at the time. But let's go on to the 4th round. So this was the most team kills, but this time I lead Zen's team and vice versa.
This was tricky, very tricky. This is where it started getting a bit controversial, didn't it, Ken?
Yeah, I may have started getting silent at this section, unfortunately, but yeah, the problem with this is that there were 2 sections to it. So I was I led Zen's team. Now, if Zen's team got a Drygor drop, so the team that I was on, that would count towards my team as points. However, if his team got the most kills, that would count towards him as the most kills. So
and you had to be in the instance for either of these to count.
Yeah, you had to be in the instance for it to count. Now the problem was, due to certain circumstances, sometimes one of us would stay outside of the kill for a while, and that would result in no kills logged for that team, which would not really be an accurate representation of what happened.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't change that there and then, to be honest. That would have been an easy fix to the rules, just to make it fairer.
Yeah.
But that's past, I guess.
Something to look upon in the next event while planning, I guess, and just we need to think about it more, because that was something you only really noticed if you actually did it at the time. And yeah, unfortunately that kind of carried on a bit to the next couple of rounds.
Yeah, what we should have done is the kills count regardless of whether you're in it or not, but the dry goals only count if you were in it. So
that sounds like a fair one.
Yeah, that was pretty simple to sort out, but we just didn't get around to it. So yeah, and my spreadsheet started breaking down and starting the 5th hour, and so did our willpower to stay alive, because this was bloody hard.
Yeah, it was quite a hard round, and it was the least can/Zen deaths. Now, this meant in this round we could not eat food at all, and we had to have accept aid off. So our only source of HP was us being Vokers, and the unicorn, which we allowed ourselves to use just to have a competitive chance.
And of course you could use Gothix's blessing or something.
Yeah, you could use healing abilities, of course. So those were the things that we were allowed to use.
And it got extremely difficult with Mage Face with so many people.
Yeah, unfortunately with Mage Face you would not get any Vokes, and you would get random bombs exploding in your face, which would result in many HPs lost, and with the healing rate being really low, that would result in
oh, we forgot to mention,
not much HP.
My team got a 3rd Drygo. Can's team only had 1, but remember that happened in the 4th hour, so it counted towards Can's team.
Yeah,
but my team people in my team profited way more than Can's team, so yay.
Wow. But yeah, luckily that was the very last kill I seem to remember that I was with your team in. Very last kill.
Yep.
I said
very last kill, he died.
I said buying me hand long. No, this is not the 5th hour. This is going back to the 4th hour.
Yeah.
This is when I led Zen's team. The very last kill, we managed to get a Drygo. Now, going back to the very last kill theme, on the 5th hour, I managed to die on the very last kill.
Yeah,
which meant
and he was winning one. He only had 1 death up to that point, and I had 2.
Yeah.
And obviously he would have won it if he'd stayed alive, but somehow he managed to lose, so that made us draw that one, so no one got any points.
Yeah.
Special points anyway, for that round. So going into the last round, it was 2-0 up to Cam, so pretty tight, I guess.
Yeah.
But then everything fell away.
Yeah, when we made the 6-round rule, it was pretty close to the actual event, and we didn't really think it through, I guess. But
well, it was Guthix's idea, and I thought it was amazing. It actually was really good, but I just didn't.
Great potential under the right conditions. That is the problem, though, under the right conditions, because in the 6th hour, the criteria was that the team with the most kills, they had to both be in the same instance, and the team with the most kills would get the would win, basically. And there was no way that the other team could make it back, because if the team, well, there was, in theory, they could snipe it, but in this case, for our teams, my team just had maybe more DPS with a couple of seismics, which
and if people died, like at one point there were 3 people in my team.
Yeah.
In that instance, like that was literally 0 chance of us getting any kills. So
the problem was, as Zen said, that basically if one team out DPS the other team, the probability is, because KK was going down so fast, that they would consistently do it throughout the whole hour. Now, we didn't think of that. We assumed that it would be 50-50, I guess, and that's wrong to assume. So unfortunately, or fortunately for me at least, But
I do commend you though. You did. If you guys didn't really notice, well, Can kept lagging for quite a few seconds at a time, and that was extremely risky because he was the vocal, weren't you?
Yeah, but I think I underwent extreme training while there, because I managed to do a lot of rots with the same conditions. So many deaths were had either way.
That's good. The only problem is I was a bit worried about my team not getting anything and maybe the other team getting a ton of Drygos because we were getting kills within like 30 seconds.
Yeah, as I said, the kills were quite fast and consistent, so there was not much to be done. So in the end, I guess everyone just joined one FC because we didn't want a team to lose.
Yeah, sorry if it was confusing and sorry about that last hour, but hopefully it was fun overall.
Yeah.
Not zoning in on the last hour or anything, but averaging it out. I think the best part was probably the third hour, my favourite, and possibly the fifth.
Man, you're crazy. Opposite styles, that was the worst.
I think that was my favourite.
My favourite, yeah, fair enough. But personally, my favourite was the fourth hour because it was a tank test.
I hope you guys, the guys that stayed in my team for all 3 Drago splits, I hope you profited from that. So grats. And
my team, I believe, got it 1 or 2?
Just 1.
Just 1. My team got 1, but still, it was, I believe, a 7-0 split, so it was still a decent split. And we also had Guthix's hide and seek events in between. Thanks to Guthix for that.
And he was really helpful with Twitch. Like, he would answer every single query before we could even get anywhere near answering it. So thank you so much, Guthix.
And huge thanks to everyone who came, I guess.
Yep. And definitely your generals and, well, I only had 1 to be honest, and Farah, of course, but your generals, Sumo and Vincent.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who came. You really made it what it was, and we've certainly, well, personally, I didn't expect that many people to come due to our inactivity, but a load of people came, and
yeah, check out the footage on Twitch. It's pretty good quality, so hopefully it won't hurt your eyes for lack of quality or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty fun. Hope you enjoyed, and we shall see you for event 4, which will be, I don't know, Ken, what do you think it should be?
Well, we've had Virago Mass suggested, we might think of that, but no promises right at this point in time because it's a bit of a while away, and we have to make a guide for the one that we choose eventually, so a lot of work will be done.
But for now, the video fest has begun officially,
Yes.
and look forward to a lot of videos indeed. See ya.
Bye.